Okay, pull this one down a little bit. There we go. All right. What's up, children of the sun? This is your metaphysical advisor, Montre Bible. I'm going to take a break from doing the monthlies today because I wanted to talk about the 2024 eclipse coming up. I made a video about the 2023 eclipse as well. Go back and check that out. Did a reading on it and talked about it. These are important because we have two solar eclipses back to back. And just to recap, they're both in Aries. Eclipses, solar eclipses, are about big new beginnings with society, big new beginnings with the world. Personally, they're big new beginnings with us personally. And they are crossing, they're making a cross in Texas. Like they're going to go straight through. So you're going to have a lot of people in North America coming to Texas just to see the eclipses. Joy. I live in Texas, so I love Texas though. Yeah. We already have people moving here because their state, for whatever reason, sucks. Okay, that's neither here or there. So I already talked about the 2023 new beginnings for people. 2024, April 8th, 2024. You want to mark your calendar on that one. That's when this eclipse pops up. I'm just looking at an article right now on my other screen. I like this computer. I got more screens. I use the other ones for just simple readings. Let's see. I was thinking, was there going to be a war or something? The last reading that I did for 2023, I said no. But it is a brand new beginning of something. There is a conjunction, Jupiter conjuncting Uranus. Jupiter is about expansion, good luck, opportunities, but Uranus is about surprise. So anything can happen in 2024. But it's going to be a major surprise. It's going to kind of like, whoa. It's like, what else can happen? I mean, we got all this. I mean, 2021, 2020, and 2021 have been pretty crazy. Let's look at the numerology. 2024 is an 8 year. Is a universal year 8. So that's going to be about finances. It's about power. April 8th. 4, 8, 12. I'm just trying to look at the numbers here. 8 years about finances, though, or power. It also could be in death and rebirth. So that's not necessarily a bad thing, but rebirth of the nation, a national eclipse. Oh boy. I'm telling people, like, you got to get ready for you. The 2024, we'll see the results of the 2023 eclipse in 2024. You'll see the results of the 2024 eclipse in 2025. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 years. Also, we have the elections coming up in 2024 too. So that's going to be a woozy one. But the elections are until November. So to have all that stuff happening so close to the elections, it's going to affect the elections. We'll put some cards. You guys come in and you have a question about the eclipse, a question about what's to come, I can look into it, ask a question for that. No personal questions, people. We're focusing on the eclipse. If you want to know something personal, check out where Aries falls in your chart. Like I'm a Pisces. Aries is the second house. That's house of money and finances. So that's good. Pisces, something good happened financially. Maybe new beginnings for home team. Aries, I think you guys are going to be like, it's a cardinal sign, something is about to begin. If you're in Aries, your whole life is going to change in the next few years. Like, you're going to be ups and downs. If you're in Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. To have 2 eclipses, if you, or if you're dating an Aries, or you have Aries in your family, because it can happen indirectly for you. Let's look at what can the country as a whole, the United States as a whole, can expect from the 2024 eclipse. Let's look into the cards. What can the United States as a whole expect from the 2024 eclipse? Angel, Spirit Guides, Ancestors, Creator of all, protect my energy and give me insight for the 2024 eclipse, solar eclipse in Aries. What can the United States expect? So we have the 4 of Wands crossed by the Justice card. 4 of Wands is happiness, good things, okay? But crossed by the Justice card, I feel like there's an imbalance. There could be some legal stuff going on with this United States, or just the balancing of 2 energies. And what is going on is happening to balance things out. The Prince of Wands in the past and the 5 of Wands and coming up. Prince of Wands could be a fire sign of some sort, someone who's very charismatic, moving forward, trying to move people forward. This is a younger individual, younger energy. This could be young people in general that are moving things toward. I kind of feel like Aries energy too. This could be young people in general kind of moving things forward. We are coming from a very weak place though. The Strength card, reverse. The country is going to be having a period of weakness where things seems to be out of control. And things may be seeming chaotic up until 2024. Things may seem very chaotic and out of control. You're like, what's new with the United States, right? But the 5 of Wands reverse talks about an end of fighting, an end of some type of competition, ending of stuff. How does the United States fit? The Prince of Pentacles reverse. We seem to be having some financial issues. I think I said that in the last reading. Prince of Pentacles reverse. There are some financial issues. Something seems stuck. Something's not moving forward. Energy around us. Death card, transformation. 8 energy. Talking about transformation. Something's changing with the country. Something's ending. Princess of Pentacles, what we're hoping is more stability. We want to start a new beginning. We want to start a new financial something, new stability, I feel like the economy is going to be having issues. 8 of Pentacles is the outcome. This is relearning something, focusing on finances. Look at this, all these pentacles. It's an economic issue that's happening with the United States, majorly economic issue. This is us refocusing and focusing on finances, focusing on the economy, learning how, getting back to work. I think up until 2024, we may have a lot of economic issues, a lot of financial issues. And there's some secrets that are going to be revealed to us with the Moon card reverse. There's a lot of hidden secrets, a lot of stuff. People are taking a lot of things in an emotional way with the Moon card reverse. This could also mean just something that's hidden from us being seen. Let's get some clarity on that. I want to know more about that 5 of Wands. Five of Wands reverse. Why is the 5 of Wands reverse in this reading? Clarify the 5 of Wands. Drop that one. 8 of Staffs, happening fast. Ace of Swords talks about clarity, leadership. And Empress talks about getting back to a place of comfort. We're going to stop all this fighting. The country's going to kind of unify. It's going to happen really fast after we get some clarity on something. I think up to this point we'll be, and we're already kind of seeing the beginnings of it, of people fighting constantly, um, battling each other, being divided. But something is going to happen that's going to bring clarity to the United States, where we're going to get back to a place of comfort, getting back to a place where we're more in control of our reality. This is out of control. The Chariot card reverse and the Strength card reverse. I think from 2021 up till 2023, we're just going to see a tearing down of society, where not a bad thing. Some things need to be torn down, but a tearing down of society where society gets a little bit weaker, a little bit more divided. Clarify, and then it's going to reboot itself. Clarify this Prince of Pentacles, because we're just going to get to a place where we're financially stuck. That's what I was saying. There's a lot of money being thrown around right now, and there's got to be some repercussions from that. Two of Cups coming together, Four of Staffs, unhappiness, and the Queen of Cups. This is a lot of sadness. We're trying to unify, or we're stuck. Okay, this is coming together, trying to be unified, but the Four of Wands talks about there's still something that's not working. This is we're still not happy. We're still not at a place where we can celebrate yet. Queen of Cups reverse. This is almost a depressing kind of energy, because we're trying to unify under one thing, but we seem to be stuck. The United States seems to be stuck, and things aren't quite moving forward as we would like it to. So that's where the country will be at the time, where we're trying to come together, but there's still some unhappiness. Clarify why that Death card is there. Clarify the Death card in the future for the Eclipse. The Six of Swords, the Five of Wands again, and the Hangman. Because of some mental unrest, something's we're gonna be fighting. We'll be fighting over something. And the Hangman, waiting, a sacrifice, having to see something from another person's point of view. There's mental unrest after ending some type of conflict. Is this 2024 about a war? Is 2024 about a war? Is this about a war? I'm always saying that because Aries is about conflict. Yeah. No. There is, I think there will, with 2 yeses and 3 nos, because you got a lot of major arcana cards. This is regarding whether probably either we're already in a current war already at the time, we're not starting one, or like we've already started, like at some point, some kind of battle's already started, but it's not mainly about a war. This is about, once again, finances. The Ten of Pentacles reverse. The economy is fucked up by 2024, and we got to get to a place of healing with the Temperance card, where something has to transform fiscally. A lot of pentacles keep popping up, which means there's going to be some economic issues, some kind of economic crash. Maybe a war has something to do with it, but it's not the main cause. But there's going to be the Sun card is about trying to be happy, trying to have a new beginning. But the Ten of Coins is talking about some financial legacy, something that's not broke, something's broken. And the Temperance card talks about needing to have patience, needing to have healing, needing to regain balance. financially, needing to gain some financial balance. So I feel like most of this is having to do with some type of financial issue. Two sides to stop fighting, the Republicans and the Democrats. I think the Republicans and the Democrats are going to get to a point where even that's an election year, how, just reading the cards how I see them, that death card is going to cause people to take a pause on the fighting, take a pause on the division, to kind of focus on getting to a better place. What is wrong with you? You just want attention? Clarify the Eight of Pentacles. But up until 2024, I see the country's not in a good place. Clarify the Eight of Pentacles. Something's going to get revealed. Four of Swords, Page of Swords, and the Six of Coins. Reverse, all of it reverse. Everything's out of balance. This talks about restless energy with the country. Page of Swords, refusing to know something, or refusing lack of knowledge, thinking we know it all when we don't. And Six of Coins, giving too much. This is out of balance, once again, out of balance financially, needing to regain balance, needing to refocus what our goals are financially as a country. Not looking good for home team, well, not Pisces, but not looking good for the country as a whole on a financial level. And it's going to happen pretty fast. Like, it's going to hit us. But there's going to be some new knowledge of how to get ourselves back, because Empress talks about comfort. She has money. She's a queen, you know. So there's going to be some new knowledge and some new leadership. This is a new leadership, 2024. I don't know what's happening with Biden, but yeah, financially the country is not going to be in a good place. Something's going to happen. Already we're kind of seeing it. Gas prices going up, food prices going up, real estate's going up. They were talking about, my sister's talking about the price of, no, one of my friends is works with carpentry stuff, and my sister told me too. The price of materials is going up, so everything's going up. So if you guys are trying to buy houses and stuff like that, probably not the best time, because we're seeing this inflation happening, and that's what I'm kind of seeing recurring with a few of these cards is a lot of pentacles. You know, that's all about money or stability, and when they're reversed, that means instability. We don't want that kind of answer when the question is regarding the country, but the final outcome is the Eight of Pentacles, which is focused on money. We're focused on perfecting the situation. We have a lot of weak cards here. You know what? I didn't clarify that Prince of Wands. I can still do it. Clarify the Prince of Wands. He's in the past energy. Let's clarify that since I've already reshuffled. I'll just reshuffle. Yeah. Clarify the Prince of Wands. Why did the Prince of Wands show up in the past? We need to kind of clarify his energy real quick. Clarify this Prince of Wands. Three of Coins, King of Staffs, and the Ace of Coins. This Prince of Wands is almost a middle person. Works well. Once again, Pentacles. So this is someone who's kind of like, I think he's gonna try to bring both parties together, because we got three groups, one who's in the middle and then two on the other side. So it could be like a middleman between the Democrats and the Republicans, government-wise, that maybe new blood, somebody nobody's heard of, maybe, because it's in the past, but we're talking about the future, so far in the future. But it could be somebody that everybody's already familiar with. got the King of Staffs. So it's someone who's kind of elevated themselves from a prince into a king. So it's someone who is taking on leadership. And Ace of Pentacles, a lost opportunity. This is someone who maybe they ran for president before. I'm not saying Trump. I'm saying it could be someone else that, you know how many people ran for president this past time? It could be someone else trying to fix things. But I feel like it's a younger energy, but they're going to probably be elevated to a higher position, which kind of makes me think that either he's working in Congress or he's going to be trying to be president. Someone who probably missed the mark last time. Is he a third party? I'm not sure. Is this Prince of Wands trying to run for president? Oh. The Four of Swords, the Princess of Swords, and the Ace of Cups. That's a yes. This person's taking a break right now. Once again, we have a young energy. Someone who has taken a sidebar to take a break. Princess of Swords. They're kind of watching the situation. You got to know it all. Someone who's very immature. They think they know a lot of stuff. Ace of Cups, though, new beginning, new creative energies. Somebody who's bringing something new to the table. People love them. That's one thing. This is someone who's going to try to run in the next election in 2024. I don't know for what party, though. And Six of Pentacles, trying to bring things into balance. I think what's going to happen, we're going to have a financial collapse. You're going to have some new blood come in. They're going to say, I got the answers. I know how to fix it. And you're like, oh, really? I think it's going to be a major financial collapse, right? Enough for people to say, okay, we need to do something. Hey, guys, if you go ahead and hit that like button for me, if you for this video, just looking for the 2024 eclipse. So far, I'm getting a lot of financial issues here crossing it. I was thinking about, like I said, for both of them, I asked about war. I'm not seeing a war. I do see that war has something to do with it, but it's not about a new war. It's about economic strain on the United States. And that usually affects everybody. Give me an oracle for the 2024 eclipse. Hey, what is that? Yatu. I don't even know how to say that. Yatu Kihu 01. Hey, what's going on? Doing a reading on the. Oh, you're in Iceland. Iceland. Doing a. Well, what's up? That's probably the furthest I've ever had anybody watch my video. I'm doing a reading about the 2024 eclipse. I'm going to pull oracle card for that. Yeah, somebody's going to have a new bright idea. I'm really thinking some new blood is about to come in. We're going to have somebody new coming into the picture that's going to be like, hey, I have an idea on how to get things fixed. Oh, wow. Wow, that's pretty cool. That is I wouldn't know where to start with that name. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Only thing I can see that Aries is a cardinal sign. We had that Jupiter conjunct Uranus at the same time. And Jupiter is about opportunities. It's about new beginning. Well, not new beginnings. It's about good luck. And Uranus is about surprises. Let's see. Like in 2016, we had an agenda of free actors, special interest free actors. Yeah, there was an eclipse in 2017 that happened in the United States. Everybody can see. Where did I say that was at? Leo Virgo. So you have to look at your personal life and see how that affected you. Actually, I thought it was pretty. I think the 2017 eclipse wasn't too bad. I don't personally. It moved me forward in a lot of things. It happened in Virgo, technically, but that's about analyzing things and our situation. You have to. I look back at that other video that I did on the 2017 eclipse, and like I said, it takes about a year. Let's see. Ed Sharon said, Sharini said that we needed to stop letting actors tell us the difference between reality and fiction. So Escape the Nightmare was created the show. I haven't seen Escape the Nightmare. If you're talking about Hollywood and kind of how Hollywood is kind of dictating how society should be, or trying to preach to us, or Hollywood using actors to preach to us, yeah, I kind of get it. We have to, and a lot, but you got to understand, a lot of this propaganda that's being put out now is not even for the people who understand. It's for the kids, and a lot of the kids, you know, they can't decipher between reality and fiction, and you have to really repeat and teach the younger people that this isn't real. You know, like television isn't real. Reality television isn't real. It's all scripted, and most of the time the news isn't real. Most of the time the news is scripted. Most of the time, you know, so we have to keep repeating that, because a lot of the agenda is to convince younger people to be what's the word, obedient. Television used to be about mind control. Now it's about side. Yeshua, the true living God, Yahweh, Yeshua. Now it's a quality timer to produce each flat TV. Yeah, flat TVs use quality of the material used to produce. Flat TVs are just black mirrors. I think I did a video about that. You know, bless your television and your phone, because they're all black mirrors. If you don't know what black mirrors are, they're used to summon the spirits. I remember when TVs used to be gray and green, the screens, and now they're all black. And you need a black mirror in order to summon spirits. But if you don't bless your screen, no telling what's coming through. Your computer has a black screen, your television has a black screen, your cell phone has a black screen. And that wasn't always the case. Back in my day when I was a kid, yeah, all screens were kind of green. They were not black. So it's an occultic thing. It's hard to Google because there's a show called Black Mirror now. So when you Google a lot of information, it gets buried under Hollywood. So I like to inform you that black mirrors are displays of summoning spirits. And in the old days, they used to have to make their own black mirrors. And if you wanted to summon spirits, you had to make one. You had to figure out how to make a black mirror. Now you can just buy one from the store. Is that by accident? Nope. Let's see, what else can I search for here? I've been talking for about 30 minutes. To myself. All right. What else? What are you saying? The way I understand it, when you use a monitor now, no way you're generating a gauge field. I don't know about that. Or what a gauge field is. I'll have to Google that. Do a research on that. I just know my depth of knowledge goes so far. Oh, just energy? Yeah. Well, they're all generating energy fields. Whole another subject. Energy fields. Your body has an energy field. Electronics have energy fields. Electromagnetic energy fields. And you have to protect that because it really affects your physical body, whether you're going to be sick, your electromagnetic field, or whether you're going to be sick, or whether you can get intuition and stuff like that, how you're feeling. So a lot of times we're inundated with so many electronics. You have to take an electronic break, leave the electronics at home, turn them off when you're sleeping, leave them out of your bedroom. I used to have a television in my bedroom, took it out. I keep all the electronics in the living room. As you can see, it looks like a crazy place in here. But yeah, keep your electronics out of your bedroom because it will screw with your energy. But let's see. Back to the eclipse. What else we're talking about? I don't know if there's anything else. Let me see what else I can search for in regards to 2024 eclipse in Aries. What else can we find? Let's see. I'm going to see what the other astrologers are saying. I follow a few astrologers. I'm trying to see if anybody's saying anything that I haven't read about yet. Everybody's talking about that conjunction. It's like, eclipses. Oh, that's in French. Lord have mercy. Prophecy calendar. Ooh, let me see what that's about. Astrology predicting chaos in the U.S. Changes coming. I already know that. Let me read this stuff. What changes? All right. Oh, this person's going into depth. Now, Pluto in Capricorn. Pluto's been in Capricorn for the longest. Still transforming things. I need to see where Saturn and Jupiter are. That's going to be the main thing. You have a theory. So the reason is they avoided this position. Oh, where they avoided your television. Oh, well, you know, stuff be blowing up and stuff. Okay. Capricorn's ruled by Saturn. Let's see, 29th. Where is Saturn going to be at? Let me look at this chart. That's in 23. Let's see, Saturn. Saturn's going to be in Pisces? Okay. Where's Jupiter? Where's Jupiter on this chart? There's Mars, there's Venus, Neptune. Oh, damn. Jupiter done moved all the way up into, looks like Taurus. Taurus, Gemini. There's Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, Taurus. So by the time 2024 pops up, Jupiter's in Taurus at 3 degrees, and Saturn is 27 degrees at Pisces. So at least all this Aquarius stuff. And see, this is my thing. All these lockdowns and resistance to lockdowns. I think the resistance to lockdowns is Jupiter in Aquarius. That's my personal opinion. I'm not an astrologer, but I just know. Aquarius is about society. Jupiter is about expansion and freedom. Saturn's about restrictions and rules. So with Saturn in Aquarius, I think that's where all the lockdowns and masks and all that stuff comes from. That'll change when Saturn moves on out and moves to Pisces, which is going to be more about a spiritual thing. Okay, so, but with all that going on in Pisces, we're going to have Mars in Pisces, Saturn in Pisces, Neptune still in Pisces. Actually, yeah. Then we got a whole bunch of stuff in Aries. The sun will be in Aries. The moon will be in Aries. Chiron? Is that Chiron? Venus will be in Aries. Lord have mercy. The sun will be in Aries. Mercury will be in Aries, and it'll be retrograde. Mercury's gonna be retrograde. Oh my gosh, there's the confusion right there. That's why people are confused. Mercury's gonna be retrograde in Aries during the eclipse. Mercury retrograde 2024. Mercury's going to be retrograde. There's going to be a lot of energy in Aries. There are going to be a lot of people fighting, but the fighting is going to end for a reason. There's going to be a lot of confusion during these eclipses because of all that energy on 2024. Only because astrologically, all those planets are in Aries. So people are, and Mercury's retrograde. So people are going to be confused. They're going to be like, ah. And the moon and the sun, and I would stay out of traffic. Stay out of traffic. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Let me look at the retrogrades. So Mercury is going to be retrograde April 1st, 2024, April Fool's Day, through the 25th. That's right in the middle of the freaking eclipse. Yeah, there's a confusion. So also just, it's going to be a lot of impulsive thinking. People doing stuff at impulse and having to change. Also, you know what? I always feel like Mercury retrograde in Aries is not like, sometimes it's shooting off at the mouth and saying the wrong thing and causing a confusion. But also Mercury retrograde, I've noticed in Aries, is kind of like retreat. Let's back up for a second. Let's not do anything. Let's make a plan first. It's time for plan B. Like, you ever see on cartoons where they're like, retreat, and then they're like, okay, that plan didn't work. Let me figure it out. Let me get a second plan because that first plan didn't work out, you know. And because we had that Five of Wands come up a couple of times, where it's talking about stop fighting for a moment so we can figure things out. I kind of feel like that Mercury retrograde in Aries during the eclipse is going to make people just stop for a second, stop fighting. I think we'll be already fighting at that point. Like, people will be divided, people will be arguing about something, mostly about money. Let me see. What is the conflict for in 2024 during the eclipse? What is the conflict about in 2024 April during the eclipse? What is the conflict about? Nine of Wands, people worried. Empress, comfort. King of Wands, leadership. Okay, so people are worried about something. They're stressed out. This is all about stress. This is about fear. This is about stress. Empress card. This is about being comfortable. And I told you there's a lot of pentacles popping up. And the Empress is about money. She's about having the life of luxury, motherhood, Mother Earth, maybe how we're treating the planet. And the King of Wands, leadership. So this is definitely having to do with leadership. Remember, the King of Wands keeps popping up too. I told you Prince of Wands is elevated to the King of Wands. So not sure who this person is, but I feel like it's a new person. Is this King of Wands new leadership? No, not new leadership. It's somebody that we already know. But it's coming from a place where we're not happy, we're unstable. What was my question? I said, where's the conflict coming from? So it's coming from leadership. Will you say your prediction? In the near future, NASA will be forced to admit that the lunar landings never happened, dramatically affecting the way leadership is structured. That's a jump. Let's see, I can see. Let me check. That the lunar. You think that will have something to do? That'll affect the unrest in the country? Well, there is that 4 of Swords that talks about unrest, and this talks about something we didn't know before. Let's check. Is the lunar landings a cause of this unrest? The lunar landings cause of the unrest in the United States during 2024. Yeah, I think so too. We got a yes, no, wait, no, yes, yes. I think the lunar landing will have something to do with it. You may be onto something, but not all of it. That's not just, it's, I think with these cards, the lunar landings is one of many things that we are going to discover that probably is going to cause some unrest. I don't think it's going to be the only thing. I think it's going to be one of many things. Between here and 2024, we're talking about 3 years. The next 3 years, people are going to discover a lot of truth that was hidden from them, and they're going to get stressed out and worried about. And this is going to affect the economy, because what I'm getting is that as people get more revelations and see more things about what they were lied to about, they're going to be like, oh shit, you know. You got the 6 of Wands, talks about losing someone maybe who was on top, losing now. 6 of Swords, mental peace, and this is about the lunar question. People deciding, this is also about going on a journey. I don't know if people are trying to figure out more things and trying to find mental peace. You may have some people leaving the country. 6 of Swords is always talks about taking a journey somewhere. It could be talking about maybe space journey becomes possible. Ace of Cups talks about new creativity, new ideas, new things coming in. There's going to be some new information, some new creative. Also get these like this wings right here, you know. That's kind of interesting. New creative ways, maybe somebody, because this is becoming more and more about this space travel. So maybe you're gonna have more people journeying into space, because we already had 2, and maybe some new discoveries happening. You know, I don't know if these wings keep standing out for me in this journey, you know. But yeah, that's a part of it. I don't think it's the main thing. I think we're gonna be learning some other truths. Oh, the instability in Asia affecting what prices in Western goods. Yeah, electronics, you know, we're very dependent on that. Yeah, I mean, fear is a big thing, and I keep telling people just don't let the fear control you. I think that's the main thing, is that once we're watching just every day, fear is always going to be the go-to to keep people just like, do this, run this way, run that. You can only use fear so long until people start saying, okay, what am I running from? You know, and then like I said, you're gonna always have some people that are gonna react. And just like you were talking about actors, every time you see people online doing stuff, don't always take it as these are real people. You can easily hire people to do things online and make it go viral. And they've proven that in the past to what we call it, the crisis actors. But they can do it online and make videos go viral. The whole Karen thing, I was like, does somebody always have a camera when these Karens go off? And sometimes I think they set this up, they set these videos up, and I wonder how many of these are actually real or how many are actually fake, just to cause division. You know, I'm like, okay, and I'm sure there are some asshole people out there, you know, but a lot of times I see stuff and I'm like, is that real? Come on. Or people just creating videos and, you know, staging stuff to cause conflict. What else can I ask? What are we curious about regarding the eclipses? I think there's going to be an economic crash though, and then we're going to have some new leadership come in that's going to be like, okay, let's try this. You know, the way we're going right now, I think it's kind of like, I think there's going to be some new truths that are going to come out, and when we travel to new continents, we've already traveled to new continents. What are you talking about? Right, you know, planet's pretty small. Do we have a new continent that I don't know about? But I don't know. I think some new truths, some new ideas. Oh, more land. I have no idea if there's more land. Like some some island that we don't know about. I think we need to explore the ocean. I think the ocean's a big place. I always say if we have extraterrestrial beings, they're in the ocean. I've always said that. I'm saying it now. And I think we're getting closer to that being revealed as we keep talking about UFOs, and that becomes almost commonplace now. It's not a conspiracy anymore. I think they're revealing that the ocean may hold more than we realize. And yeah, Age of Aquarius, exactly. I think in the next 3 years, these truths are going to cause civil unrest. And what you were talking about before is talking about, you know, some truth about space being revealed. I think that's a part of it, but not everything. And then with the Age of Aquarius, we'll probably get some more truths maybe about what's really going on with the government, you know, just more secrets coming out. And that's what I kind of see. And it's going to cause civil unrest, and the economy is going to get affected by it. And it's going to happen around the election time. And it may be planned out to cause civil unrest around election time. You know, that's when we usually have the most problems. This is when I think the last time we had a whole bunch of shootings and stuff. And it was like, what is going on? Always around election time. The craziest stuff happens to keep people divided. And if we don't stay aware of what's going on astrologically during these times, then you're going to be just follow along with the mainstream, and wherever they want to take you, they're going to take your mind. And you have to really control your own consciousness during these very pivotal times. So election time, why do they have elections every 4 years? It just keeps us divided. It takes us that long just to get on one accord, and then they divide people up again. So, false flags, that's what I was talking about. Yes, false flags are created to distract people and keep us divided. He keeps bothering me, my dog. That's Mister. He wants attention. To keep us divided. There's power in unity. There's power in the unifying of human consciousness. If they can unify us on what they want us to unify on, then they have power. And who is that? The people in power. But these people in power are on a very low vibration, they're on a very low consciousness. All they care about is money and power. And that's a very low consciousness kind of state to be in, because the world is way bigger than that. And if they can keep us in kind of this system of, you need money to do this. If you don't have money, then you need to call us for more money. They try to crash, I don't know if y'all remember, they tried to crash the Greece economy. Greece had a financial crash, and they thought, okay, this is their social experiment of crashing the Greek economy. And what did people do? They started using the barter system. So people are not as evil as they want us to think. Like when shit hits the fan, real people will rely on real people to survive. People have a tribal mentality where we will come together and we'll say we'll figure this out on our own. I've seen it in Texas when we had the freeze. Uh, we're not going to let our neighbor die. If we see our neighbor, like, come on in here, I got a fire. Versus these movies, they create these movies. What I was watching, Black Summer, and it was some kind of zombie movie, and everybody's trying to kill everybody. And I said, what? This doesn't make any sense. Why are people trying to kill everybody? Why are people trying to kill other humans when they're zombies? It doesn't make sense when you're just going to turn those people into zombies too. So I don't believe people are like that. They want you to think that every end of the world, everybody's going to try to kill and eat each other. I don't believe that. I believe that most people are going to try to come together and try to figure something out outside of government. We're not on the fears of civil unrest. Trump is a witch. Trump is a witch. I don't know if Trump is a witch or not. He would have to know magic. But I think a lot of people in government may practice the occults, the dark occults. They do it in plain sight. Before 24, there will be discoveries about some of the computer tech companies, and it will have a positive impact on things in Taiwan. My dog is having a meal on my arm. You imagine while in office, 2024 will be scary. But hey, remember when Biden got sworn in? What was that big old book that he was swearing on? That looked like a grimoire. Y'all remember that picture of that? Google that picture that he swore on. I was like, is that a Bible or is that a book of shadows? I don't know. He was like, it's been in my family for years. I'm like, okay. And then he's got a long history. So yeah, we got a lot of politicians who've been in office for years. And I think we'll be hitting a turning point where some of these people will probably start clocking out too. Hopefully. I won't wish death on anyone, but there's a lot of them. Why not write your own grimoire? Why not? All it is whatever works for you, whatever you've been practicing. But the thing is with magic and grimoire, some people have very old ones, things that they know work and that have been passed down. Problem with a lot of common people, we don't have that kind of things. We just always are starting from scratch. Magic is just energy, really, just knowing how to control energy. And you can control energy, but usually we control our own energy. We control our own consciousness. How do you control other people's energy? Fear. That's magic, basically. You're controlling consciousness. You're controlling energy. You're controlling perception. You're creating illusion. I mean, art is magic. Creating a story and getting the whole thing going on, and that's you just generated a perception. You're controlling perception. So anytime you're using things to control perception, you're doing a form of magic, and it's illusionary. It's not real, but it makes people feel a certain way. You ever see those people, they put on all this makeup and stuff and they can literally change their whole look, it's not magic, but it's a form of it. It's just creating an illusion where you don't look like you anymore. You look like this other gorgeous, beautiful person. Technology is magic. And if you think about it, if you would go back years ago and you're like, oh yeah, just text somebody and send them a message. Well, how is that happening? It's going through the air, it's sending signals through the air that picks up on someone else's device. That's kind of seen as magic if you were years ago, if you were 20 years ago, 30 years ago, that would have been seen as magic. Now it's just technology. So what we call technology will be seen as magic. So what did they say that? They said that on that movie Thor, the perception of magic and what we perceive as magic is really just technology and how we use technology. It's a certain type of technology that can be used to control energy, and energy is like light, sound, television, light and sound. How do you control that? The internet, that's just for me, just talking through the internet and talking to you guys across the country, across the world is amazing. and it's just a bunch of ones and zeros. So I think it was, as we discover the truth about the matrix that we live in. When does that movie come out? The truth about the matrix and the reality of the matrix, as virtual reality becomes a bigger thing in society. I think we'll start understanding what this means to create something or to be in the matrix. Conscious consumer culture. We will have more conscious consumer culture in 2024. It's his privacy, which he puts in. Wait, let me check on Matrix. Matrix 4. Oh, it comes out this year. I look forward to it. Or does it? Is it still coming out this year? Maybe. I think Matrix 4, the new movie, will say a lot. The first Matrix came out in 1996. Think about that. Didn't it? I don't want to be a liar. And the stuff that they put out, 1999, sorry. It came out in 1999. The stuff that they put in the first movie was so groundbreaking because none of that existed. Not the internet that we have today did not exist. We were still using landlines. 1999, think about it. And I just find that amazing that some of the things that they put in that movie was almost prophetic. I'm just looking, checking this out. What was Neo's name? Let me Google that. Neo's name is the same name as the guy who created MySpace. Tom Anderson. Neo was born as Tom Anderson. That's the name of the same guy that created MySpace. MySpace wasn't even really around then yet. MySpace came in after that. Got real popular after the Matrix. That's crazy. And MySpace was the beginning of the whole social media thing. This is how we get Facebook, because everybody came off of MySpace and went to Facebook. And Facebook is more of a control thing. But just think about that, man. So I'm looking forward to the new one to see what kind of revelations they have this time. What? Yeah. But yeah, that's what I see. I won't keep you guys too long. It's almost my dog is choking me. I just see like maybe some new truths being seen, financial collapse before we have a reboot, basically. It's nothing to be scared of. I just think that how can we prepare ourselves is, I think there's just going to be some new ideas people are going to come with. I think people are very resilient. Don't depend on the government for everything. I wouldn't want to be financially dependent on the government for money. Like, i.e., you don't want to be under like unemployment during that time. You know, I don't think that would be a great time to be under. It just seems like a really shaky time. So just prepare yourselves adequately. Try to see where Aries is in your chart, in your personal chart, and see where these eclipses are falling. Like I said, I'm a Pisces, so it kind of falls into that second house of money as well. So so if you're Pisces, watch your money. Pisces are like, I don't care. But it may fall into a very easier house, so who knows. Anyways, guys, thanks for joining me. I'll go ahead and hit that like. Thanks for the discussion, and I will continue my monthly readings for everybody's sign. If there's any other pop culture or universal question you guys want me to look up or do a reading for, I will pull the cards out and do that, and we can have a discussion on that and see You know, the world is always in flux, always changing. And I think the American government is about to hit a pentacle where we're going to have to switch up something. Because the way we're going now, everything's going downhill until 2023. We're going to see some big changes in 2023 and 2024 and 2025. That's the main one. 2025 is going to be a big deal. And I think that's what we're seeing right now. So there's going to be a big division, a lot of confusion. Got Mercury retrograde during that time. What? And let's get ready for it. I tell you this stuff so you can get ready for it. And then we can look back and we're like, okay. We get a little bit more clarity once we get closer to that time. Because when I do readings this far, sometimes they are a little foggy because things can change. You know, but right now, looking a little crazy. All right, guys. Remember, make your reality happen, because if you don't do it, then it will. Peace out.